Housewife University. You know, I was going through Facebook the other day. I have like a dummy account that I use. It doesn't really have a picture of me or my real name on it. It's kind of just like a fake profile that I use to look up people from the past. And I found this girl that I used to talk to. We went on a couple dates. It was never really anything serious, but she was this like blonde Russian girl, very superficial, very materialistic, strong, independent woman. She was like in college at the time. And basically, it never really worked out between us because I could see how shallow she is. And I was like, "Nah, I don't really want anything to do with you." And she reached out to me a couple times after I cut her off, but I just wasn't feeling it. And she was very cute. I mean, she was like I'd say almost like a 9 out of 10, honestly. But I knew her thing. She was a party girl. She wanted a boyfriend just to have one, but she wanted to keep doing her party lifestyle. Like she would post pictures all the time of her going to clubs and getting drunk and stuff like that. And I just didn't trust her. I didn't want to be a part of that. You know, she was very into like taking pictures with like sports cars and jewelry and always bragging to her friends on Facebook about all the cool stuff she's doing and how she's getting money or whatever. But anyway, fast forward a couple of years, I'm checking her out on Facebook. She's engaged to some white guy. So she's this Russian girl. She's engaged to, maybe he's Russian too. I'm not sure. She's engaged to this guy, and he looks like a really clean cut, prim and proper, educated guy, right? He's got like the designer shoes. He's got the slicked back gelled hair. He looks like a real, responsible, classy guy, right? So I'm looking at the two of them, and she's advertising all over her Facebook how they're engaged, and she's showing the picture where he proposed to her, and she's like, "Oh, I can't wait to start my life with you. Oh, we're looking at houses this weekend." She's posting on her Facebook like, "Oh, going house hunting this weekend," and she's loving the whole idea of the marriage, right? She's really like excited about all these, getting ready for the wedding and buying the houses and stuff like that, right? But here's the thing, she never went to Housewife University. Okay, she was never raised to be the housewife. She was the college party girl who has pictures getting drunk with bottles of vodka and is, like educated and has a job and stuff like that. And she's very narcissistic and egotistical and, my way or the highway. So I'm thinking, yeah, you found this nice guy to marry you, but how is that going to work? How are you going to be the loving, supportive wife that you claim you are? And she's saying on Facebook, like, "Oh, I'm going to cook for him. I'm going to clean for him. He's buying me a house. I'm so excited. Can't wait to start this chapter in our lives together." But here's the thing, I think she's just excited and in love with the idea of getting married. Buying the house, having the wedding, getting all this attention on Facebook from the jealous people, because someone proposed to her. But I don't think she really has what it takes in the long haul to make it work in a marriage. I don't think she really knows what she's doing because she didn't go to Housewife University. She didn't have parents that taught her, how to appreciate her man, and be and serve her man and take care of her man and stuff like that. She still has this strong, independent party girl attitude, and she just found a guy to finance this dream that she wants. But what happens after the wedding? What happens after you've moved into the house? What happens a year later when everything kind of just dies down a little bit? How's that marriage gonna work? How's that gonna last? How are you really gonna treat that guy after the fairy tale has worn off? And this is the part that women never think about. This is the part that women never consider taking, they never take this into consideration. They have the fairy tales their whole lives about the wedding and the attention that they're going to get from their friends and all this stuff like that, but they never really take into account what's going to happen 5 years from now when we're just married. There's no more razzle dazzle, there's no more attention on Facebook. Now we like have to do the tough stuff. We have to raise the kids. We have to keep the house in order. He has to work, whatever. How are you gonna not be this egotistical party girl that used to go to the club every weekend and get drunk and take selfies for Snapchat and Facebook? Are you gonna stop doing that? Are you really gonna have the discipline to stop doing all that and become like a good, honest wife? Or are you still gonna be this narcissistic, entitled princess? I can do it all by myself. Are you really gonna do a 180? I've never seen that happen. I've seen tons of women get married, but I've never seen them go from being the party slut, attention whore, and do a complete 180 and become some loving wife with the kids. I've never seen that happen. I've seen women bury it for a couple of years and pretend to be that loving wife, but after a while, that little devil always comes out of her because that's who she is. That's who she was raised to be. She didn't go to Housewife University. A woman that's going to be a good wife and a good mother, she has to be trained, from birth to do that. She has to be trained to appreciate and love a man. Women have to be taught how to appreciate a man. Getting a man is easy, but appreciating him and building with him, you have to be groomed and raised to do that. You have to go to, in a sense, a university, not a real university, but being raised by parents or grandparents that teach you those old school values. That's what I consider, going to Housewife University. And I've never seen a woman to be successful in a marriage that didn't go to Housewife University, that didn't have that training. All these independent career women party sluts, they don't have what it takes in the long haul to be successful in a marriage. They don't have the skills. Eventually, they're going to get tired of playing wife. They're going to get frustrated. They're going to want to go back to getting attention on the internet and taking pictures, and they're going to push their family aside. They're either going to rip the family apart or neglect the kids and the husband, and he's just going to become this beta male workhorse. You know what I'm saying? How do you marry a girl that has pictures of herself getting drunk on the internet? I can go on this girl's Facebook right now and pull up all her pictures of when she used to get drunk and be a party slut. I went out with this girl when I was 19, and I knew back then this girl was trouble. I'm like, dude, this girl's not worth being with. Like, I could tell she was a hoe back then. But this dude is like 28, 29. And she's like 25 now. She's kind of fat. Like, you can tell she's approaching the wall. She has this little belly now that she didn't used to have. Her face is like full. Like, she used to have a sharp, chiseled jawline. Now it's all just kind of like a circle. And this dude is marrying her. And I'm like, bro, you're getting like a used up hag. Like, this woman is like a used up fat cow now. Like if she was a party slut 5 years ago, now she's just a used up party slut. Why would you want to pay for that, bro? That so many dudes before you have gotten the milk for free. Why do you want to pay for that cow right now? So many other dudes got to put so many miles on that car. The car has 75,000 miles on it, and you want to buy that car and pay a premium as if it's a brand new car. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. And on top of that, she didn't go to Housewife University. She wasn't even trained and groomed to be that woman. But this guy's in a fairy tale and she's in a fairy tale, and they're soaking up the engagement. They're soaking up the excitement from this brand new, wedding or whatever. But what happens when that wears off? Now you're just stuck with this old whore. Now you're just stuck with this used up woman, and you have to work to support her. And she's gonna miss the glory days where she could go to the club and be a party slut and have fun and stuff like that, And here's the thing. If she was really happy with this guy and it was just about him, why does she feel the need to announce everything on Facebook? Why does every time they do anything, marriage related, oh, he got me the ring, oh, he took me to an engagement dinner, oh, we're shopping for houses, why does the whole world have to know about that? Who are you trying to impress? If you've already found your dream man, who are you trying to impress by advertising this to everyone? What kind of hole are you trying to fill? If you're so happy and fulfilled, you just want to enjoy the moment. You don't need to advertise it to everyone on the internet. Look how good I'm doing. Me, when I have something good going, I don't tell anyone about it. I don't want to risk anyone coming and ruining what I have. I'm very secretive about the stuff I have going on. So the fact that people like to advertise and, oh, look how happy I am, it shows that you're probably the exact opposite. It shows that you're probably the exact opposite of happy and content, and you're trying to fill a void in yourself that you don't know how to fill. So anyways, guys, that's just a little story. I don't see how a girl that didn't go to Housewife University is going to make a good, loving wife and mother, and take care of her man when she's been out in her early 20s and late teens, drinking and partying and getting, banged by random bad boys. Now she's 25, she's got a little belly on her, and now suddenly she's going to make a good, loving wife. I just don't see how that's possible. So that's just a little story I thought I'd share with you guys.